Hey, it's Haruka. Let's share a little coffee time together, shall we? I'm at home tonight, slowly pouring condensed milk into my glass filter. Vietnamese coffee, sweet, thick, and a little bitter.
Wait! Don't scroll yet! Did you know there are more than 2,000 videos hiding here? Go on, hit subscribe if you like. But honestly, the real reward is you staying right here with me.
The kind that lingers on your tongue like a half-remembered kiss. You stir it, it swirls, and the smell fills the room. It's a moment of silence, but also of sound. Because have you ever thought, how much sound are we allowed to make when we eat? In Japan, for example, the slurping of noodles isn't rude, it's appreciation. It says, "This is delicious." But if you did that in a quiet cafe in London, the room might go still, the spoons might pause mid-air, and every eye would turn toward you. Why is that? Why do we let one kind of sound mean joy, and another mean disrespect? In America, it's about personal space. The idea that eating should be private, controlled, almost invisible. Europe tends to follow that rhythm too, especially in France and the UK. But head toward the Middle East, and it changes again. Meals are a chorus. There, the sound of hands tearing bread, of laughter, of talking while chewing. It's part of the warmth. It's togetherness, not chaos. I remember once being offered food by hand in Istanbul and feeling a little flustered. Then I realised that gesture meant trust. Isn't it beautiful how something that might seem impolite somewhere else can mean intimacy here? And then Africa. Across the continent, meals are often shared from one bowl, eaten by hand, surrounded by stories and noise. There's rhythm in the eating, not silence, a beat that ties everyone together. Would you find that overwhelming or comforting? Meanwhile, in East Asia, the rules dance between both worlds. In China or Korea, chopsticks clicking or soup slurping are part of the texture of eating. In Japan, that sound of noodles means life. In Korea, it might mean energy. But in Thailand or Vietnam, quietness is elegance, the soft respect for the food itself. Strange, isn't it, how sound can mean gratitude in one place and arrogance in another? Sometimes I wonder if eating silently is a sign of refinement or repression, because food is sensual, isn't it? The taste, the smell, the texture, they all beg for expression, and yet we hush ourselves. We apologise for pleasure. Why do we do that? I take another sip of my coffee, sweet, bitter, warm, and think, maybe manners are less about right or wrong and more about rhythm. Every culture has its own tempo. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the music of how people eat, the pauses, the murmurs, the shared laughter. Maybe it's not about silence or sound at all, but about listening to each other. So, if someone's way of eating feels strange, maybe it's just a different melody. Different doesn't mean impolite, it just means human. There are so many values, so many cultures, and even if something feels uncomfortable to me, it's only my feeling, nothing more. And speaking of comfort, I share more of these quiet, intimate moments on my YouTube, membership and OnlyFans. They're not quite like what you hear here, they're softer, more personal. Come and support me if you'd like to sip the next story a little closer. Thank you for staying with me tonight. Until the next... You watched all the way. Gosh, that makes me blush. But hey, you didn't subscribe yet, did you? Please? Just one little tap. For me? Pretty please? And maybe check out my other videos too. I'd really love that. I'll be here, waiting, okay?